Hello guys, how are you doing? This is how I made my ugboro soup, which is pumpkin leaf and okra soup together. Yes, I made it. Someone gave me this pumpkin leaf last week. I cut into pieces and preserved in the fridge for 1 week, and this evening I decided to make this soup. First of all, I bought okra. I was actually waiting to go to the market and to buy okra, and then this shaki. I bought the okra and shaki, and I mixed my shaki with my spices. I don't need much spices because this is soup. I just added maggi, pepper, and onion just to cook, and it's right there on the fire right now. It's cooking. I want it to cook very well. I'm trying to stir together everything so that the ingredients will go in very well. And I've started to cook this. It's going to cook for like 30 minutes or more, so it can cook very well and get soft when eating it, especially for the children, so that they don't find it difficult to eat it. They are not any punishment. So I had to add my okro, that's my ugboro. I added it. Yeah, you know the usefulness of this. If you're an Igbo person, you can't make a soup without this. So after the meat and okro are well cooked, I had to put my oil. You don't need to bleach this oil at all. Just pour the oil. Once it's almost getting hot a little, you just add your salt, then add your onion, as I'm doing there right now, and then that's the pepper, the maggi, and the grounded fish, the dry fish. I added everything, and then I stirred together for it to cook a little bit. Then I'll start adding some other things to make it go down well. So as you're watching this is how to make your pumpkin leaf and okra recipe if you want. And this is actually my native soup. I will call it ugboro. So this leaf comes during the rainy season, is always common, but during the dry season you will hardly see it. So you can see my okra there. I didn't know that this okra was not cut, it was not sliced. I just bought it thinking that it was sliced, and I left it in the freezer for a whole week. Just for me to bring it out, I noticed that it was sliced. I had to blend it. You can see that I had to blend it. Some blended and some over blended. So I didn't have choice other than to just add it that way. You can see I've added my okra, and I'm going to stir everything together for it to make a very good, delicious soup. Yeah, watch us for the next thing. The okra had to stick in the blender. I'm trying to remove it, but I don't have choice other than to make do with what I have. I'm stirring it together right now. You can see after this I had to cover for it to cook like 30 seconds, and then so that everything can blend together for me to add the next thing. And I didn't really show you how I did that, whether I covered it or not. Okay, this is the ugboro leaf. This is the pumpkin leaf, which is really very green, very fresh, organically grown. The person that gave me this is actually a farmer, and I'm so grateful he did, because I've been longing for fresh leaves since I came to UK, but I had the opportunity of having one last week Saturday, and this evening I decided to make it fresh so it doesn't get spoiled. I'm so excited doing this, as if I'm in the village. So right now I'm adding the stock and the meat. I will stir everything together. My soup is almost ready, getting yummy already. You don't want to miss this, man. Guys, people, please gather here. Come and take your own. So I'm sorry that this okra is looking like egusi. Even when I finished cooking it, my husband asked me, "Did you add egusi?" I said no, because the okra over blended. It was really very tiny, so I didn't have choice. Look when he had game, man. Why no choice now? You with it? So that is it. I had to cover it for it to boil like 20 minutes. Oh, sorry, 20 seconds. Sorry, before I now added the pumpkin leaf. You can see the pumpkin leaf I've added it right now. And I want to wait to stir it. My food, my soup is getting yummy already. I'm going to cover this right now to cook for 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. It doesn't have to stay there too much so that the green leaves won't turn yellow by force. So this is how I made it, guys, and it's so yummy. I said my husband tasted it and felt like he was at home. This is how it is. So I want to really encourage you, if you want to make this type of recipe, you can DM me and ask me what you really need if you're confused. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it.